Hey guys. I want to change the orientation. Oh, see here. Not that. Next time. It's gonna be a lateness thing, obviously. For me. It's pretty late. It's 3 in the morning here. But this one's kind of urgent, so I'm just gonna put it out and it's just gonna be a short read. See that I set it on top of a nice deacon container. You know what? That's not important. We'll get the message out and then you're gonna see the top of it. Okay. You know what? I forgot the book in the vehicle. Okay, so I was getting a download that somebody's having a tower moment, okay, because you're getting a new beginning, or they know that your energy ignites something within people, okay? They're seeing it for themselves and they're pissed off about this. So that's the tower moment, is like, this person's so envious of you. They tried to like have you be seen in a certain light, and now that people are seeing you for exactly like who you are, which is kind of like, I'm kind of getting that it's like fiery, okay? It's like fierce. It's like uh I want to say haywire, but um very true, very accurate. Like, will stand in your power, right? If you have to. Like if you have to fight for something that you have passion for, you will, if need be, right? um and people are seeing this, okay, and it contradicts what this woman had said about you, this picture she painted, okay. um and it's a tower moment that she sees other people see this within you, okay, this accuracy, this on point, this driven nature, okay. And it also, it's huge, it's a huge tower moment for her as well, because it shows her motive, okay. It shows her motive. The contrast between the picture she painted and who you actually are is motive, okay. It's like that's a jealous person, right? Jealousy makes people do stupid things. Right? Jealousy, resentment, stuff like that. That's why if you feel that energy even a little bit, look to transmute that, right? Look to transpire. Look at what it is you're jealous of within that person, and then work on that, right? It's the means of transmutating that into inspiration, opposed to hatred or malice or resentment. Okay, it's a skill that somebody doesn't have. Okay, because they like the way it feels when they go ahead and attack this person and succeed, or people and succeed. Okay, Ugh, I'm getting like a very sinister energy. Okay, it's giving psychopath. Okay, or sociopath. Anyways, because of this, it's like they set themselves up for that, though. It's like you didn't have to talk shit about that person. You didn't have to like talk so much shit about that person where this person actually ended up getting like a huge audience. Like it's like someone did it to themselves pretty much. They wanted to humiliate somebody and they're just being seen as like a shit disturber. All right. So because other people are having this passion, okay, this knowledge of the person that they hate, that are jealous of, talk shit about all the time, is accurate, okay, motivated, driven, um, fierce. They could be having a new beginning because of this energy that they possess. Okay, it's like something about like luck, something about luck, happy go lucky energy. Um, so it's like new beginning energy. Because of this person has a tower moment. It's like why should anybody finding their inspiration, their drive, their motivation in a positive manner ever affect you to the point where it causes you an entire tower moment? It's somebody who's consumed, okay? It's with this obsession, with this hate, with this whatever it is about you that it like I don't know, it's like the energy of like hatred, the energy of jealousy, it like takes over the man. Oh, the the title, the title of my last read, it got cut out because it was really good. Okay. It was really clever and it was green with envy versus the grass was greener, or green with envy versus greener grass. That's what it was. Green with envy versus greener grass. I feel like I should go get this book because it's in the vehicle and there's a really empowering message, not an annoying one. I'll be right back. I'm back. It's so cold out. All right. Oh, I think I read this to you guys before, but it was Parker's Mother's Day card to me. He drew little flowers. It says, "Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Have an amazing Mother's Day. God bless you. Mom, you're the most amazing mom. Happy Mother's Day, Mom." From your family to Tori, Mom. God bless you, he says. I'm really like, I bring up the fact that it's good to have a relationship with God, okay? And I've taught my kids how to pray. And not like how specifically, but I just told them, like, if you talk in your mind, like if you ponder things and you have questions in your mind, do you hear your voice or do you hear your thoughts? And they're like, yeah. Well, that's the same as talking to God, right? It's just thinking. He reads those, like he can pick up on those, and you just talk like you're talking to your friend. Okay, someone that you love and respect, and someone that loves and respects you and wants the best for you, right? So you got to be able to listen and not guess. Listen. And then as soon as you get the nudge and you know that's what you need to do, that is God. So that's kind of the gist of it. They can do their own, however they want to talk to their higher power, right? It's up to them. It's their style. There's no one way. That's what I believe. I feel like your spirituality should be individual to you. Okay. So this is called creating a life worth living with or without support from others, okay? On the physical. And then I was getting the lioness, and then I was also getting the wolf, okay? So the wolf spirit. And I almost hit a wolf on the highway, okay, tonight. But I didn't, okay? I didn't, thank God. Every time I've hit an animal, I've had to pull over and cry, okay, and pray. So the lioness and the wolf. And this is kind of, the wolf kind of goes with this, right? The lone wolf, creating a life worth living with or without support on the physical. So I was getting the energy of a warrior mother. A warrior mother. This can be a masculine or feminine, but it's just that You're very nurturing, and you'll fight for those that you love or that love you. It's like mutual, right? If it's not mutual, then why would you wanna that's not a hill you wanna die on. They wouldn't do it for you. Okay. I was getting like, an empress archetype. This person vows to fiercely nurture and protect themselves and theirs. So, like, you and yours, me and mine, right? Um, that mutual love and respect that I was speaking on. And then I was getting births, so it creates or like nurtures, births a new social order. Okay. And I was kind of getting with that was like, you don't need to be in your friends and family's fucking business right down their crack all the time. You know what I mean? You just don't. And it's actually very unhealthy to not have that boundary there, especially if you have a partner and they know all your business and shit. It should be you and that person against the world, not you and your friends and your family members and whatever talking shit all the time. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to go out and socialize, but it's not good to pry in each other's business, okay? Or to always have something to say. If it is something to say, have it be supportive and fucking, um, if not supportive, constructive, right? If it's kind of rude, at least have it be something they can work with for their benefit. I just wait for people to ask for advice. I don't give it anymore. Okay, because there's been a couple times where I've literally been called a know-it-all. I'm like, "No, I'm not a know-it-all. I just been through that situation before, and this is how it worked best for me." Okay? So, I stopped giving advice. If you want my advice, ask for it. I'll gladly give it to you because I love to do it. Okay. So, I was also getting, some like a freedom fighter, they fight for human rights or for humanity's sake. Um, and then I heard fertility goddess, birth, new social order. So if you're not trying to get okay, just don't have sex because fertility is in here a lot. Or use protection. Make sure you're on birth control and you use protection, okay? Um for people's justice, especially if an injustice was done to them, and especially if the justice system was involved within that injustice that was done to them. Okay. And then I heard no discrimination. No discrimination. We're all human here. Okay. But then I also heard ignorance doesn't discriminate. Okay. Ignorance doesn't discriminate. So of course you're gonna have ignorant people from all walks of life. Okay? And you don't have to put up with that bullshit, okay? Someone's very mature here. They know how to like distance themselves and pull their energy back and be mature. Like no bad blood, just I got to get away from that. um and it's the energy, right? Somebody's just stands for peace. Okay, they're a very peaceful being. Ignorance doesn't discriminate. This person possesses fertility, creativity, peace, and authority in abundance, okay, within them. So even if you don't see this on their exterior, they're very much abundant within. And there could be scenarios, instances where they don't look like that because they were made to look broke because they were made to be broke, okay? um, and that's this injustice that I'm speaking about here. Someone stands for true justice. Someone's capable of maintaining the same spirit throughout all ranks of enemies and their tactics, okay, and their attacks. Okay, so it's like this person's success rate is high because they're capable of maintaining high spirits even through extremely stressful conditions, okay? It's like that's how honest this person is with themselves and their higher power, okay? That because it remains pure. It remains pure. They always purify it because they know what they stand for, okay? They're very secure within self. And that takes a lot of honesty, okay? That takes a lot of inner work. So they won't absorb for long, or they won't sit in an energy that you throw towards them or you bring around them. They'll feel that it's not theirs and they'll purify it, and then they'll remain in the same spirit, okay? They'll just know that not to fuck with you pretty much. Or like to take you in small doses, right? So that's like that's a skill. They're capable of that, okay? No matter no matter the rank of the enemy or their attacks. Someone has complete authority over their own themselves, okay? They know what they like, they know what they don't like. If they're disrespected, they'll either show you or tell you, okay? This person doesn't really fuck around, and if you're disrespectful, um, like consecutively or like often, you'll find that this person will just disappear out of your life because they're not like that, right? So they don't deserve that. That's this type of authority. They keep their circle small, even if it means standing alone, but it's a genuine circle and it's a strong circle. Loyalty, okay? Once loyal to a fault, has her or him loyal to themselves instinctively, okay? This comes naturally now. Okay, so once pouring this loyalty in the wrong people, now it's directed to self, now it's directed to their higher power, and this has become an instinct, okay? This is the natural way of being. That's why. And then I heard natural order. If you're giving too much to another, okay, you're loyal and they're not as loyal to you as you are them, God will make something happen, a tower moment, okay? Where you then have to shift your focus and be loyal to self and be loyal to Him, opposed to somebody who doesn't love you for real. Okay? Be loyal to the people who love you for real. Okay? And our creator loves everybody. Okay? Especially if you love him, especially if you nurture that relationship, right? Like the effort you put in. Say if I had a friend that always talked to me and asked me things and respected me, and then I had another friend that kind of neglected me. Who do you think my better friend would be? Who do you think my favorite friend would be? Who do you think my favorite I would s protect more, right? It's kinda the same thing. Um, So this was a lesson that was learned, okay? Loyal to a fault. Now they're loyal to themselves first and foremost. Lesson learned. This person has the ability to read scenarios very well, okay? In detail, okay? And properly. It's not skewed in any way. It's precise, okay? And if it's not, they'll put a pin in it until something clarifies it. So it's like this person's a skilled reader. They can read the room, they can read a scenario properly. Okay, this has made this woman a skilled fighter, but I'm not getting like physical fight, okay? It's like um I didn't know how to say it, but I got fighter, a skilled fighter, okay? They know when to take a stand and to fight, when to be serious, and when to stand down, as to shut down and ignore drama or any disturbances, or if they're not quite equipped to fight that battle quite yet, they'll retreat, practicing patience and maintain defense, conserving their energy and consistently preparing, okay? Reading the scenario as to mentally prepare, okay? And then I heard mental capacity. That's how this person has the mental capacity to get through all of this, okay? Um, because they're ready for it. And then I got clever fighter. This person is a clever fighter. Um, and this is why they not only win, but they excel in winning with ease. And then I was getting no support. Okay. So somebody has no support and they're this strong. Um, no support equals victories. Okay. So victories don't bring this person accolades or reputation of wisdom or credit. Okay. Because there is no support there. Credit for their courage. Okay. They don't get that, nor do they need it. Okay. Nor does she need or want it. Okay, so they don't need it and they don't want it. And then I got security within because she supports herself. But it could be a masculine here too. Um, it's nice to get that genuine support, but I mean, like, everyone up until this point has betrayed me, you know, at this point in my life. At this point in my life, every okay, in a very big way. And that ain't it, right? That ain't support. Fake support isn't wanting or needing, okay? It's just it's more of a gaslight, and I'd rather support myself than have that fake ass fucking support. Like, what are you doing it for? What are you doing it for? What do you want me to believe? Okay, because your actions speak louder than um that fake support. So that's why this person doesn't want or need it. Um but I'm not getting that they're not they're not closed off to it, okay? They actually really love that. Everybody does. But not that fake shit, right? And that allows the universe to bring in something real support. Okay, because there's room for it. Excuse me, I'm burping. Okay. So that was cool. It was just like explaining somebody and who they are and why it's important to support yourself and be loyal to self. Okay, because then you become stronger. You become stronger. Um, you become more honest, and then the things around you have to be more honest. Otherwise, it's not a match. It's not going to feel like a match. It's not going to feel comfortable or peaceful, right? And even if it isn't a match, then you just know to distance yourself from it. It's not that you have to like, it's not that you have to like be mean or cold or anything. It's just like you're just changing, you're evolving. You're evolving. Okay, you're becoming more private, understanding the importance of that. Um, and it's so the things that we're loyal to, the things that we love, the things that we thrive to build strong aren't affected by outside um, conflicts or things that shouldn't even affect us for real, right? Um, we're strong enough to face those things. And when we're not strong enough, we know to pull back until we are, or pull back until we know what to do. Um, and usually it's nothing. Usually when I pray for things and I meditate on it, a good 90% of the time is do nothing. Okay. I just have to sit with those emotions, and um, that's difficult to do sometimes, but it's important to feel it through all of it, right? So it doesn't come up and surprise you when you're not ready for it. Or same thing that triggered that deep emotion doesn't affect us the same the next time it happens, because we felt it all the way through. We understood it, we analyzed it, we knew where it came from. So now it can't affect us like it did that first initial time. Okay, we become more strong, more equipped, and then we find ways to um, have that process of processing emotions be more efficient. Okay, so that we're able to process and get through things at a rapid pace. Okay, people say like it takes time to heal, it takes time to heal. Yeah, that's true, it takes time to do everything, but it can take a small amount of time. Really, it can take a small amount of time if we are thorough, right? um if we choose to understand it and transmute it fully, we just get better, we get faster at the things that we practice. So yes, it takes time to heal, but it doesn't it takes more time if you neglect those feelings. It takes more time if you choose to um, react in an erratic way or retaliate or um, have any sort of negative emotion or outburst or action after whatever affected us emotionally, right? Because then it snowballs. And now we're not dealing with that emotion anymore. We're dealing with the consequences of our thoughts, our words, and our actions, right? And then it just kind of like it gets lost. It gets lost. So what we were supposed to analyze is now just a load of shit, you know? So we were supposed to sit with that emotion, and we're supposed to process it so that the next time that that happens, we can do it faster and faster and faster. And then we find our own ways of self-soothing. Okay. We find our own ways of nurturing inner child that was affected by that. Right. So it's more, um, it's more of a sitting still energy, or um, purging energy when those those big emotions hit us, okay? Like anger, like betrayal, okay? Most people's reaction is like, well, fuck that bitch, right? Or fuck that asshole. When really, you're the one who picked them, right? You're the one who stayed with them that long. It's like, obviously, there was something good within that person at one point. Obviously, there was love at one point, right? Um, it's like, why did I allow myself to remain around that type of disrespect for however long it was disrespectful for? Like, why didn't I feel like I was worthy of better, or at least the equality of my energy, right? Why is that? It could be different for everybody. It could be like, it could be parental, right? It could be like you guys have kids. It could be um, your family likes them, okay? It could be that you're scared of them. It could be that you're scared that they um, they will have a downhill dive, right? They'll plummet without you. But honestly, everybody as an individual is their own responsibility. Like me as an individual, I am my own responsibility, and my health is my responsibility. Nobody else's. Nobody else is going to make me do anything but me, make me think anything but me. Okay, so if you think that, if you're taking responsibility of this person, it's just not fair. Okay, it's like you have an extra kid, or it's just not your responsibility at the end of the day. Um, that person was alive and well before they met you. Okay, and they'll be alive and well when you're gone, potentially. But like, I don't know, I don't talk to any of my exes. I never really was that person to talk to my exes. I'll talk to my oldest son. I'll talk to his dad every once in a while, but it has to be pretty serious. It has to be a pretty serious conversation, or like he has to remind me to register him for soccer because I always forget. Just stuff like that, but like not often at all. And I like it like that, right? We don't need to be in each other's business. Plus, he got a family over there too, right? He has like a family over there, so just like respect that, right? You have to respect that. But then at the same time, like, if I were to ever bring Parker there, I expect him and his family to respect me and my other son, right? And if they don't, I don't really give a fuck, right? I'll just probably be less, um, I'll probably just interact with them less, right? And that would be like non-existent. I don't know. I don't talk to many people, and I definitely don't talk to any of my exes. Hell no. I went through like a lot of like narcissistic abuse, so like my exes are crazy. They're fucking lunatics. um, and that's how I know I've grown. my last my last really serious relationship, um, that's the only person I would ever want to talk to, but he's not here. He's very, like, supportive, right? And very loving, very considerate, very, forgiving as well. It's like what I what I what I knew him to be when we were together, okay? Um, if I were to aspire to be like anybody, it would be my late ex when we were together, okay? Because I know that he was kinda crazy when he was younger, but he was very mature when we got together. He was quite a bit older. He was quite a bit older than me. He was 40 and I was 26. But, he had a young spirit, right? He had, like, a little kid spirit. And then I kind of had, like, it just worked. It just worked. Cared about my kids too, right? So that's always really nice. He cared about my well-being. Yeah. I feel like that's the only man that actually showed me love and real support. Sometimes I'm, like, wondering what it would have been like if he didn't leave me anything, okay? Or if we didn't make those investments together, right? It's like I feel like I would have that support more actively, but I'm also glad that I was faced with the truth of the people surrounding me. You know what I mean? Because I would have hated to become successful or more established later on in life and have all these people who are willing to do anything for financial gain, financial independence, whatever, right? Um, despite what it does to me and my children, right? So I'm glad that it was shown right away, what these people are, what these people stand for or don't stand for, that they have a price, right? They have a number. Some people say everybody has a number. I fucking don't. I don't. Okay. I learned that in my first relationship. Okay. I was with this guy and we made a lot of money. Um, yeah, a lot. Anyways, we were rich and I never felt so fucking broken in my life. I was going through domestic violence and a bunch of other things. So, like severe domestic violence. It was fucking terrible. I'd like wake up and just go puke and then I'd go in the shower and I just go puke. And then I'd feel like, real anxious and stuff. And then I would use because that made me detach. It made me disassociate, right? From what I was feeling. So that was my morning. That was my every morning before I went and cooked breakfast for the kids, right? Because I never knew what the next thing was gonna fucking be because it could be anything. Okay? Could be the dumbest shit. And I found out later on after it was stuff that he was doing that he was projecting onto me. And I was so scared that I would just agree with everything that he said. It was so sad. I was like a little timid little fucking thing, little timid, scrawny little thing. I was dying. So I don't know what I was saying. Forget what I was gonna say. Um, Oh, yeah. And that's how, like, I never really thought about money being important after that, right? Because I left, and when I left, he made sure that he didn't give me anything. No child support. He took my vehicle back, shit like that. Made sure that I had nothing. Um, and I'd rather have nothing than to deal with that. I'd rather have nothing than to deal with that type of disrespect. So that's where I learned that, and I learned that I was 24 when I learned that, 25. So I learned that pretty young, that people and their livelihood are way more important than any sort of number. Any sort of number, okay? And because of that, I have good luck and fortune, good luck and favor, because I understand that on a deep level. Anyway, have a good night, people. I'm exhausted. See you guys tomorrow.